Hello viewers, you are welcome to my YouTube channel Botany. This episode deals with the modifications of roots in angiosperms. Roots are typically hidden beneath the soil or the fundamental organs of angiosperms, primarily known for their crucial roles in anchoring the plant firmly to the ground and efficiently absorbing water and dissolved mineral nutrients from the soil. This subterranean network forms the lifeline that sustains the plant's growth, photosynthesis, and overall physiological processes. However, just like stems and leaves, roots exhibit a remarkable capacity for evolutionary adaptations, often undergoing significant structural and functional alterations to perform a diverse array of specialized tasks that extend far beyond these basic functions. These root modifications are vital for the plant's survival and competitive success in various ecological niches. Whether it is to store a massive amount of food, provide additional support in challenging environments, facilitate gaseous exchange in waterlogged soils, or even form symbiotic relationship for enhanced nutrient uptake. Modified roots demonstrate the incredible plasticity of plant morphology. By exploring these fascinating adaptations, we gain a deeper appreciation for the intricate ways in which the angiosperms have evolved to overcome the environmental constraints and thrive across the globe. The root modifications are classified primarily based on the type of the root system they originate from, like taproot or adventitious root modification, and also based on the specialized function they perform. Here is the outline of the classification. Modification of the taproots, it includes food storage, that is conical, fusiform, napiform, and tuberous roots. For respiration, nematophores. For nitrogen fixation, nodulated roots of legumes. Reproductive roots in case of the Dalbergia sissu. The adventitious root modification includes for food storage, tuberous, fasciculated tuberous, nodulose roots, moniliform, and annulated roots. For mechanical support, prop roots, stilt roots, climbing roots, and buttress roots. For vital or specialized functions, epiphytic or hygroscopic roots, assimilatory or photosynthetic roots, parasitic or hostorial roots, floating roots, and reproductive roots. The taproot modifications, they occur in the primary root and its lateral branches. It is common in dicotyledons. These roots become fleshy and swollen due to the accumulation of reserve food materials like starches and carbohydrates. The conical roots here, the roots are broad at the base and gradually tapers towards the apex, forming a cone-like structure. The main taproot swells considerably and the secondary roots are usually thin. This modification allows the plant to store food for its second growing season. Example is the carrot. In fusiform roots, these are swollen in the middle and tapers at both the ends. Both the upper and the lower parts of the taproot remain relatively narrow, while the central portion bulges out significantly to store food. Example is radish. In napiform roots, the upper part of the taproot becomes greatly enlarged and almost spherical at the base, abruptly narrowing into a slender thread-like tail at the apex. Example is beetroot. Tuberous roots, the taproot or sometimes it is branches swells up in an irregular manner to store food. Unlike the other taproot modification, it does not have a distinct symmetrical shape. Example is Mirabilis jalapa. Taproot modifications for the respiration. Nematophores are the negatively geotrophic roots emerging from the submerged roots in oxygen deficient soils with pores or the lenticels for gas exchange. Examples are the mangroves like Rhizophora, Avicennia, etc. Nitrogen fixation. The nodulated roots. The taproot and its branches bear small, irregular swelling or the nodules. These nodules are home to nitrogen-fixing bacteria like Rhizobium, which convert atmospheric nitrogen into the nitrate and provide them to the plant's roots. Examples are the legumes. The adventitious root modifications arise from any part of the plant other than the radicle. Here are some examples. Storage roots. It includes tuberous roots. These roots are swollen without any definite shape. Tuberous roots are produced singly and not in clusters. These roots arise from the nodes of a creeping stem. Example is Ipomia batatas. In fasciculated roots, a cluster or the bundle of swollen adventitious roots arise from the base of the stem, as in case of dahlia and asparagus. In nodulous roots, the tips of the adventitious roots become swollen and fleshy, resembling a small nodule or a bead. Example is mango ginger. In moniliform roots, the roots are swollen at regular intervals, giving a beaded appearance. Example is Momartica. In annulated roots, the roots are showing a series of ring-like swellings. Adventitious root modifications for mechanical support. These roots provide additional physical support to the plant, especially those with the weak stems, heavy canopies, or growing in unstable environments. This includes prop roots or the pillar roots. These roots originate from the large horizontal branches of a tree, grow vertically downwards into the soil, acting like pillars to support the heavy branches. These roots can become very thick and woody, eventually resembling tree trunk themselves. Example is Ficus bengalensis. Stilt roots. These roots arise obliquely from the lower nodes of the main stem, grow downwards into the soil, providing extra anchorage and support to the base of the stem, especially in the plants with the tall, relatively weak stems or those in marshy or loose soil. Examples include sugarcane, maize, etc. The climbing roots develop from the nodes of the weak stemmed plants. They help the plant cling to support or to the wall or tree trunk or to the rock and climb upwards. Example includes piper beetle. Buttress roots. These are broad plank-like outgrowths at the base of the main trunk spreading horizontally along the soil surface. Provide massive stability and support to large, tall trees. Prevents the trees from toppling over. Examples Bombax seba. The adventitious root modifications for vital functions. These roots perform diverse physiological roles beyond storage and support, often adapting to challenge environmental conditions. These includes epiphytic roots. These are the aerial roots that hang freely in the air from the epiphytic plant. They absorb atmospheric moisture directly from the air. They possess a specialized spongy outer tissue called velamen. The velamen cells are dead, empty cells with the porous walls that act like a sponge. They rapidly absorb water when it is available and reduce the water loss. These roots sometimes may be green and carry out photosynthesis. Assimilatory roots. These roots that become green and contain chlorophyll perform photosynthesis. Example is Stenospora cordifolia. Here, the roots are long, green, thread-like, hang down and carry out photosynthesis. The sucking roots are the hostoria. These are the specialized roots produced by the parasitic plants. Hostoria establish a connection with the host xylem for water and minerals, and phloem for prepared food. The examples are Cuscuta, a total stem parasite, sandalwood, a partial root parasite. Floating roots. The adventitious roots found in aquatic plants which help the plant to float on the water surface and sometimes help in respiration. They are often spongy and filled with air. Example is Jassia. Contractile roots, these roots that shorten or contract, pulling the plant's underground stem or bulb deeper into the soil. Examples are crocus, lily, gladiolus. The reproductive roots are the adventitious roots that bear adventitious bud, serve as the means of vegetative propagation, that is asexual reproduction, allowing new plants to grow from the roots. The examples are sweet potato, dahlia, asparagus, etc. When these roots are planted, the buds on them can sprout and develop into new shoots and roots, forming genetically identical clone of the parent plant. Root modifications stand as a compelling evidence of the profound adaptability of the angiosperms, showcasing how these foundational plant structures can evolve far beyond their conventional roles. From the thickened taproots of the carrots, storing vital carbohydrates, to the sprawling prop roots of the banyan trees, offering immense structural support, and the specialized nematophores of the mangroves, facilitating gaseous exchange. In essence, the study of the root modifications reveals that the roots are not merely passive anchors and absorption tubes. They are the dynamic, versatile organs capable of radical transformation. They enable the plants to store resources, reproduce vegetatively, secure stability in challenging terrains, facilitate respiration in oxygen deprived environments, and even engage in unique symbiotic relationships. Each modification represents a finely tuned evolutionary response to the specific environmental pressure and survival needs.